This is Adrian Hart with your Southeast Colorado News on seconews.org. We're here with the City of Rocky Ford, City Manager Shannon Wallace, and our Parks and Rec Director Stacey Milenski. How we doing this morning?
Great, thanks.
Very good. You guys have the big opportunity for community outreach and engagement. You guys want to hear the community's ideas on the upcoming GOCO grant-funded revitalization of Crystal Lake and the Fairgrounds. Do you guys want to tell us about that opportunity for the community?
So March 11th, we have community engagement down at the Arkansas Valley Fairgrounds at the Event Center from 11 to 3. We're looking for community input on what they'd like to see happen in both locations, how we can improve the fairgrounds itself as to make it a usable space year-round, not so much just during the fair or 1 or 2 days out of the year, and then how we can develop a recreation area over at Crystal Lake.
All right, very good. So we talking fishing, or we swimming? We don't know yet.
We don't know.
Those are the questions you're going to ask, right?
Yeah. We need to identify and prioritize the wants and needs of the community. So if the fishing's part of what they'd like to see over there, we'll see if we can feasibly get that done. If it's not, then we don't do it. Okay. So this project is totally community driven. Okay. So it's what the community wants, not so much what City of Rocky Ford wants or the Fair Board wants. It's community driven. So user groups need to get down there and give their input. The neighboring communities.
So
and you don't
folks
have to be
outside of
from
Rocky Ford that might utilize the recreation area.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was just going to say that they do not need to be from Rocky Ford to come give their input. They need be from anywhere.
Right.
Neighboring counties, even,
Yeah, well, I certainly know that the valley, it's not that the valley's short on recreation areas. A lot of people aren't aware of all the opportunities we have. And so to add some visibility to a historic place like Crystal Lake, like I remember when I was a kid, to bring it back, that's awesome. Yeah. Or the opportunity to bring it back.
And interesting, a lot of people don't even know it exists.
Right.
Unless you were here as a kid.
Yeah.
And it's overgrown and it's going to take a lot of work, but it's pretty special out there, and it could be something great. Yeah.
And of course the Fairgrounds, hosting traditions for the entire valley. Like if you want to see the valley in one spot, go to the fair on Saturday night. Right? Yep. Amazing video of the crowd last year. Really just kind of blew me away when it's shoulder to shoulder on the midway. So it would be awesome to have a recreational area for the community surrounding Rocky Ford to come utilize.
And it was interesting on the fairgrounds piece of it, like some of the first information that came in, it was the new paving and the accessibility, the restrooms, where like when we were thinking, okay, we need to redo the grandstands and the rodeo ground and the lighting and all that. And so just through that process, it's interesting to see what, through the eyes of somebody else that may not, that aren't going to the rodeos, the senior citizens, it's hard for them to get through there with the pavement the way it is.
Yeah. So, well, you can't get a wheelchair up in the grandstands, and I know there's the box seating that's right. But but no, there's challenges that come with it, and so making it more ADA compliant is probably obviously on the checklist.
And we need all those age ranges from little to senior citizens, because everybody goes and uses that. And like she said, hoping to get to be used more often instead of just during the fair time. Maybe we can start having concerts there, or we can have other community events
I'm a proponent of that.
Yes.
Having helped put together some with Marty through economic development and helping you guys fund some of your programs for the vocational training when we did Music at the Junction a couple years ago. Really fantastic experience, I think. And again, last year, trying to utilize that same arena area for a concert would be awesome. So do you want an amphitheater in Rocky Ford? Now's the time to ask for it.
Absolutely.
Right?
If you can dream it, you might as well bring it.
Exactly. So speaking of that, what type of budget are we talking about on the grant? Let's talk about the money for a minute.
So the GOCO grant that we got is a planning grant. So we're developing the master plan for the fairgrounds and Crystal Lake. So in August we will apply for the Centennial Grant Program, and that's big dollars. It's basically a once in a generation.
Centennial. Yeah,
So
100-year deal there.
You know. Yeah.
Wow. So the idea is, and that's
through GOCO.
That's through GOCO.
Yes.
Okay. And so you guys are going to be looking for ways to complement that.
Yes. So we're seeking leverage funding to be able to do more. Yes.
Yeah, very good. So if you guys want to aid in the process of you guys asking for more funds, the best way to do that is give good, solid community input on what you want to see. If you want to see that amphitheater, you want to see that fishing area, swim beach. I don't know what's possible.
Yep.
Like you guys were saying, when we're talking 10 million plus potentially, there's a lot possible.
Right. Absolutely.
Yep. There's opportunities for recreation programming in both locations, picnic areas, trailheads, playground. Yeah, it's.
So we could have
It's a blank
trail out
canvas.
to the river.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's on the radar.
Talking with City of Aurora, maybe develop an partnership there to take a trail system out to the river and back, and try to get on the map for the Rails to Trails program. And
maybe somehow connect the fairgrounds with Crystal Lake on that back area somehow.
Walking trail all the way around.
Wow.
Encompass it all.
Cool.
Yeah.
So come put your name down and your location. You're going to be using the recreational area and what ideas you want to see implemented.
Yep.
Coming up March 11th, give us the details.
March 11th, the event center at the fairgrounds from 11 to 3. We've got flyers out. And if you can't come, fill out the QR code. There's a survey on there, and we're still collecting all that information. That's
We'll get
just as
that.
good as
We'll get that link up on Seco News too, and we'll share that with the
There will
interview.
be food there, so I
we'll
mean,
have food
Hey,
there.
that's how you get people to show up.
absolutely.
Interactive activities going on. We're going to have a drone footage of both grounds and still shots, and just so people can see what it looks like now and maybe visualize what it could be
All right.
for the future.
Very good. So come help bring the dream to fruition with new recreation areas at Crystal Lake and the fairgrounds here in Rocky Ford. Anything you guys want to add?
No, just thank you
Yeah.
for
Thanks
the opportunity to get the message out.
Very good. For Stacey Milenski and Shannon Wallace in the city of Rocky Ford, I'm Adrian Hart with your Southeast Colorado News.